Coming up on BG24 News.
Students were stuck in an elevator on campus yesterday. We have the details.
And this past St. Patrick's Day led to several arrests around town.
Plus, a section of Main Street was without water for several hours yesterday.
We'll also take a look at your full Black Swamp weather forecast. Welcome to your Campus and Community Connection.
Live local news starts right now. This is BG24 News, live at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nick Dombey.
And I'm Amy Stegerwald. Thanks for joining us tonight. 2 BGSU students were rescued from a stopped elevator on campus. Fire crews were called to Founders Residence Hall last night. The 2 students were stuck between the first and second floors. Both students were safely rescued with no injuries.
CNN host and correspondent Brian Stetler is making a visit to BGSU. Next Monday and Tuesday, Stetler will speak to journalism and public relations students. His speech includes the 2015 Florence and Jesse Currier lectures. The lecture begins at 7 p.m. at the Bowen Thompson Student Union Theater. The event is free and open to the public.
A science symposium is held on BGSU's campus today and tomorrow. The 52nd Annual Ohio Junior Science and Humanities Symposium took place in 101 Olskamp Hall. Over 100 high school students presented their research papers. Awards and scholarship money are given to the top presentations. Public viewings of the presentations take place tomorrow from 8:45 a.m. until 12:15 p.m.
An American biologist is coming to speak to students at BGSU next Tuesday. Dr. Tyrone Hayes will be discussing the harmful impacts of chemical contaminations on humans and amphibians. His research focuses on our environmental roles and their global impact. Hayes will be speaking at 7 p.m. in the Life Science Building.
Several buildings in downtown BG lost water yesterday. The water was shut off after a reported leak. Many locations between Worcester and Clough Streets had no water from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. Impacted customers and crews are under a boil order for the rest of today. Water quality tests will take place over the next few days.
A man was struck by a semi-truck in downtown BG this past St. Patrick's Day. The victim was found on North Main Street early Wednesday morning. He was found by BG police highly intoxicated and with 2 broken legs. He was taken to Mercy St. Vincent's Medical Center to receive treatment. The victim's name and additional details were not released. Also on St. Patrick's Day, there were 7 citations issued for underage drinking and 12 for disorderly conduct.
A dog was rescued this morning after falling into an icy pond in BG. BG firefighters were called to Colony Lane last night to retrieve the dog who had broken through the ice. The dog, Cooper, was safely rescued from the pond. Cooper is now back home with his owner.
Firefighters were also called out to a fire on Maple Street yesterday. The fire took place inside a local business. Authorities believe the fire started due to an air filtering machine. The machine that caused the fire is now offline. Employees were evacuated with no injuries.
Kaylee joins us now for a look at our Black Swamp weather forecast. Kaylee, what's in store?
Well, we have some drastic changes in our weather coming up in the next couple days, but right now if you take a look outside, it's currently 38 degrees. We do have overcast skies and an east-northeast wind coming in at 10 miles per hour, so it's making it feel pretty chilly. Feels like 31 degrees. Stay tuned and I'll have more information coming up in my full forecast next.
Thanks, Kaylee. Bowling Green's Planting Commission and Zoning Board of Appeals are conducting a training seminar. The training will cover the powers and duties of the Board and Planting Commissions of Bowling Green. The seminar will be held this Saturday from 9 till 11 a.m. in the City Administrative Services Building.
Coming up when we return, the Wood County pipeline controversy continues.
And volunteers are helping clean up a Toledo Metro Park. Stay with us.
Controversy over the possible pipeline in Wood County continues. Wood County commissioners are now publicly announcing their opposition to the Nexus pipeline. Commissioners Jim Carter, Doris Herringshaw, and Joel Kuhlman are planning on passing a resolution that would oppose the pipeline. Middleton Township, where the pipeline would also run through, passed an opposing resolution last night.
A local industry has received an award. Northwood Industries received an award for the top local company. The award was given by the Wood County Economic Development Commission. Northwood Industries is located in Perrysburg Township. The company has 27 employees and an apprenticeship program. Northwood also has worked with Wood County Economic Commission on 2 developmental projects.
Many volunteers came out yesterday morning to help clean up Sidecut Metro Park. The Maumee River flooded over this park last week, causing major damage. More volunteers are scheduled to help today, including some students from the University of Toledo. Metro Park officials hope to have the park cleaned up and will reopen soon.
Rossford High School has made several cuts to its staff. The Board of Education held a vote Monday night to terminate 3 full-time teaching positions. The board also voted to suspend the contracts of teachers in home and consumer sciences, as well as the industrial technology departments. Both votes passed unanimously. All the positions that were voted on will be terminated by the start of the 2015-2016 school year.
A breaking and entering occurrence happened in the village of Weston Tuesday. The incident happened at Weston Marathon Tuesday morning. The suspect fled the scene after stealing cigarettes. The Wood County Sheriff's Office is encouraging anyone with any information on the suspect to contact them.
Coming up, Toledo's mayor plans to run in the next election.
Plus, we'll have your full Black Swamp weather forecast. Stay with us.
Live local forecast with BG24 Black Swamp Weather.
Spring officially starts tomorrow, but winter might not be done with us quite yet. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kaylee Hodge with your Black Swamp weather forecast. Current look outside, it's 38 degrees out there. We have some clouds in our area, so it's not letting a lot of sunshine in. It's not going to warm us up much. And we also have this east-northeast wind coming in at 10 miles per hour, so that's making it feel quite chilly. It actually feels like 31 degrees. Tonight, we're going to cool down to 31 degrees. We're going to have a 40% chance of precipitation. So if it does come in, it might be in rain showers, or you might even see it transition into snow. So keep that in mind as you're heading out the door. You might be seeing slick roads and maybe even a light dusting of snow on the ground early tomorrow morning. Luckily, tomorrow it's going to be warming up to 54 degrees, so that's going to melt it off nice and quick. We're going to have the sunshine in the area. It's going to make it feel nice and warm. And then tomorrow night, we're only cooling down to 41 degrees. We're going to have a cloud cover and the strong southwest wind coming in, so that's bringing the warm temperatures from the south into our area, making us feel nice and warm for the next couple days. We will have a cool down much later. A look at temperatures in our area right now. We actually have a pretty wide spread. We have Toledo's our coolest up at 35. Sandusky, which is normally our coolest, is actually at 37, and our warmest temperatures are in Fostoria and Holgate at 47 degrees. A look at our local radar, you can see we don't have a lot going on in our area. It's actually a very dry day. We do have that cloud cover, but that will not be bringing us any chance for precipitation. A look at our national radar, you can see most of the precipitation is down to our south. That's not going to be affecting us, but what's causing it might be. What's causing it is this low pressure system right here, as well as this low pressure system up in North Dakota. As it heads into our area, it's actually going to be squeezing us between these 2 pressure systems, giving us that slight chance of precipitation tomorrow night that will be very spotty and hopefully not snow. A look at our snow cover that we are trying to avoid, you can see most of the semester, I've been telling you, it's down into Louisiana, down into South Carolina, but these warm temperatures recently have warmed us all quite up, and you have to go up into the upper peninsula of Michigan or off into Maine and New York to find any significant snow cover on the ground. A look at our campus and community segment, we'd like to thank Davin Fumick for sending us this beautiful picture of that wonderful sunset we had on Monday night. Thank you, Davin, and if you want to send anything to us, just put it on our Facebook or Twitter page and I'll have it on the show for you. A look at our 5-day forecast, you can see that warm-up begin on Friday at 54. Saturday, we're actually going to hit 60 before we have a very abrupt cool down Sunday, as 48ers are high and 24s are low. Monday, we're going to warm up to 35, and then Tuesday, we'll be back up to 44 with plenty of sunshine in our area.
All right. Well, that sounds great. I mean, it seems like spring's finally on its way.
Yeah, Sunday's going to be a bit of a downer, though, because it's a 20-degree difference.
Yeah, it's been so nice this week with, 50, 40-degree temperatures as compared to, a couple weeks ago when it was,
especially
like
Monday.
negative 12.
Monday was approaching 70 degrees. It didn't hit it, but it was nice and close.
That beautiful sunset was just icing on the cake to that upper 60s weather.
It just summarized all the good feelings, and it put it right into the sky in these beautiful pinks and orange.
Yeah, that picture was beautiful.
Oh, yes. It was really cool.
Awesome.
A Toledo man was sentenced to jail due to a road rage incident. The incident occurred back in 2011. Ronald Patton had hit another driver's car. In January, Patton pled guilty to 7 counts of assault. These charges are due to the 7 people who were in the other driver's car. Patton will serve 180 days in jail, with 30 of those days on a work release.
Toledo's mayor is looking to keep her seat in office. Paula Hicks Hudson took office this past November. She was sworn in after the death of former Mayor D. Michael Collins. She's Toledo's first female African-American mayor. Hicks Hudson has recently decided to run for the position next year.
Citizens of Ohio are urged to take precautions when burning debris this spring. March through May, citizens are not allowed to burn debris from 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. This is due to large amounts of dry fuel as well as winds causing fire to escape control.
On Friday, a state panel will discuss whether or not to legalize marijuana. The group Responsible Ohio is proposing a constitutional amendment that will legalize marijuana for medical, commercial, and recreational reasons. Responsible Ohio will have to get enough signatures from registrants in order for the topic to qualify for the November ballot.
President Barack Obama visited the City Club of Cleveland yesterday. He spoke about his proposed budget, which will help the middle-class families of America. It would also help include a $500 million investment in manufacturing.
Honda has added over 100,000 vehicles to their recall list due to airbag inflators exploding with too much force. This issue has already killed 6 people worldwide due to the spew of shrapnel into passengers. Most of the vehicles recalled are 2008 Pilot SUVs, 2004 Honda Civics, and 2001 Accords. Honda has now recalled about 5.5 million cars nationwide to fix and test new airbags.
And now Juan Pimiento joins us now for a look at our campus and community sports. Juan?
Thanks, Nick. Coming up, the hockey team advanced to the Final 5 of the WCHA playoffs. We have a full preview of their next matchup. We'll also preview men's basketball's second round game at the CIT tournament, and we'll take a look at this weekend's gymnastics and tennis action. All this and more when we come back.
It's un-Falcon believable coverage that you won't get anywhere else. This is BG24 Sports.
Welcome to BG24 Sports. I'm Juan Pimiento. The BG baseball team came up short in their home opener against Youngstown State at Trailer Field. It was the first game for the Falcons at home against an in-state rival. We'll take it to the bottom of the second inning. Youngstown State pitcher Josh North throws a wild pitch, allowing sophomore Greg Basalaga to score. I was take a look at the game. We see the handshake in the opening game. Now we get to see the wild pitch by the Youngstown State pitcher. There it is. It hits the plate. It gets away from the catcher. Basalaga comes in the score. 1-0 BG. Basalaga would go on to go 1 for 2 in the game, and the BG would not score another run until the 7th inning. We'll now take it to the top of the 4th. YSU's Alex Larrabee hits a homer to left field of fastball by a junior Devin Doherty. Youngstown State takes the lead 2-1, and Larrabee went 2 for 4 at the plate and had another RBI single in the 5th inning. The BG pitching staff had a rough afternoon at Trailer Field. Manager Dennis Schmidt sent 9 different pitchers to the mound. All of them pitched 2 innings or less and combined for only 12 hits, 3 walks, and 6 runs in a combined 169 pitches. We now go to the top of the 6th inning. YSU's Frank Califano hits a liner through the right side. Brent Gillespie scores. YSU would take the game with a final score of 6-2. The Falcons will continue conference play when they host a 3-game series this weekend against Ball State. The men's basketball team moved on to the second round of the CollegeInsider.com postseason tournament, defeating St. Francis University. The game featured 13 lead changes and both offenses shooting over 40% from the field. BG's bench outscored St. Francis's bench 19-2 and held their opponent to just 27% from three-point land. Senior guard Anthony Henderson led the team with 20 points in 31 minutes. The Falcons' 67-64 victory marked the first postseason victory in 40 years. BG will play its second round matchup on Saturday against Canisius at 1 p.m. The hockey team returns to the WCHA Final 5 and will face Michigan Tech in a 1-game semifinal. The team swept their first round series against Northern Michigan, and they come into the game ranked 9th in the country with 5 victories in their last 6 games. They will face number 4 ranked Michigan Tech. Now the Huskies are also coming off a sweep of Alabama Huntsville in the first round, and they come in having won 12 of their last 14 games. Head coach Chris Bergeron says the team will look to take care of business against the Huskies and move on to the finals.
We're going to play a team that we've beaten before this year, and I hope we're going there with a swagger, and that's going to be the conversation. We're not just going there to be part of it. We're going there with a mindset, take care of what we need to take care of.
The game will be played in St. Paul, Minnesota, and it is set to start at 5 p.m. The gymnastics team will set to travel to Kent State to participate in the MAC championships. The Falcons will look to win their 4th championship in program history and the 1st championship in 30 years, as well as a spot in the NCAA regional tournament. The team comes into the tournament with 2 consecutive victories against Eastern Michigan at Kent State on senior day. They surpassed the 194-point mark in back-to-back competitions for the first time in school history. The championships will take place this Saturday at 2 p.m. Women's tennis is set to begin MAC play this weekend as they host Northern Illinois and Western Michigan at Keefe Courts. The Falcons are looking for the first victory of the season after losing the first 9 games. In those 9 games, the Falcons have only scored a total of 3 points. They face the Huskies tomorrow afternoon, and they come into Bowling Green with a record of 9-3, but have lost 3 of 4 after starting their season 8-0. On Sunday, the Falcons face the Broncos, who come in with an 8-7 record and a roster featuring only 1 upper-class player. First serve for both matches is scheduled for 1 p.m. That's all for BG24 Sports. Check us out on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at BG24 Sports now for the latest news and scores. I'm Juan Pimiento. We'll be right back.
A BGSU fraternity is hosting a 5K run this weekend. Pi Sigma Phi will host the Teach for America 5K. The event takes place Saturday from 10:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. in the Union Oval. Pre-registration is $15 prior to Saturday and $20 the day of.
Also taking place this weekend on campus is Annie Marathon. The event is hosted by the Anime in Northwest Ohio Club. It features a celebration of anime, Japanese, and nerd culture. The event starts Saturday at 9 a.m. in the Bowen-Thompson Student Union. Last year, the event had over 3,000 attendees.
Well, we have lots of events going on this weekend. Kaylee, is there going to have good weather for them?
We're going to have nice weather up until Saturday, because Saturday night into Sunday morning, we're going to have a cold front come through, and we're going to be seeing a drop in temperature to 40 degrees as a high, 24 as a low. So we're going to have mostly warm temperatures, though, Friday and Saturday, before having quite a significant cool down into the beginning of next week.
That's looking pretty good.
It's not as bad as it was like 3 weeks ago when it was like negatives or 19 or something as a high.
Yeah.
But I really, like, the average temperature right now is 50 degrees, so I was really hoping we could get up to there.
Right, right. And I mean, you know, Monday was obviously gorgeous, 70 degrees, but I mean, we can't get greedy. It's March, we gotta, a good 40, 30 degrees, I'll take it. I'd rather have it than blowing wind, walking to class, piercing my eyes, not my thing. 20 degrees, I will take it.
Yes.
It's little by little we're getting there, Baseball season's going on, and it's going to get warmer with that, and I'll have to go out to a few games if it's warm enough.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have March Madness going on as we speak right now, so we know everybody's going to be glued to their TVs. But like you said, there's baseball, there's softball. We have to watch out for hockey as well. They're also a win away from a WCHA championship.
Awesome. Well,
all right. Well, hey, that's all for BG24 News tonight.
Check out these stories and more online at bg24news.org.
And check us out at Facebook and Twitter.
Have a great night, everyone.